jihad aimed at those who actually run your economy, importing, importation, and the rest of that. You know what that has done to you? It has created a ruined, destroyed economy that you have, they said you've survived. I don't believe you did, right? Two consecutive recessions in their wake in just 6 years in power. And at the end of the day, joblessness, poverty escalated under them. And then you also look at the direction where they unleash their harm, which is the arm of their military on, which tribe is taking the most shell from the Boko Haram's military, the Igbos. Their agenda from 6, 7 years ago is exactly what you are seeing. They don't see Nigeria as one. When election comes, they may tell you all you care to hear, but you and I know that unwritten code of an Igbo man will never be president of Nigeria. When a Yoruba man become a president of Nigeria, what do you think happens? It's because the North says, let's use that one. Oh, let's use the other one. Good luck, Egbere Jolantan was meant to be a Niger Delta man from Otuoke in Bayelsa States. Yeah. A Niger Delta man turned Igbo man in the face of an average, northerner back then, right? Means that no matter what they tell you about what Nigeria is fraud, is fake, you probably should pay more attention to that in a nutshell. Kalu Okpara, my brother, thank you. It is disheartening to see a group of people saddled with the responsibility of keeping a house together ends with disintegrating the family. Bunch of overgrown babies. May God bless and keep MNK. I think Kalu is speaking in parables there. I got the message, and I'm actually coming to that when it comes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance in the next 48 hours. In fact, less than 48 hours, maybe the next 30, let's say the next 38 to 40 hours. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is expected to appear in court again on the 18th. There's also another case that is coming up. And I think that one is coming up in Abia State High Court, which is the case against Nigeria for the abuse of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's fundamental human right, including his extraordinary rendition from Kenya. So I'll touch that just before we go. I think we will have enough time tonight anyway. So Kalu, I hope those who have the opportunity of keeping the family together knows what the responsibility that is for them. And I continue to repeat, yeah, except you choose this line of two brothers fighting to death. You know that narrative when two brothers fight to death. It is stranger that will inherit their, what do you call it, whatever they leave behind. You know that. So we'll continue to say the sooner Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, the better for everyone. But I still believe strongly that the last time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was held the same manner by Boko Haram's government, it was with them, if you remember, for more than a year. In fact, it was with them for, I think it was about 18 months, almost a year and a half, until it was released in sometimes in April 2017. And then they came to kill him sometimes in September 2017. So a lot happened. And you also know that a lot happened after that too. So the real IPOB members, I'm talking about the real people who actually have their hearts with this movement, with this with this campaign and all that, they have learned to be steadfast in the face of challenges like this. So, and I'm going to appeal to them to continue to be steadfast. A lot is changing, a lot is moving so fast. Of course, a lot is happening. But again, that steadfastness is only expected of the loyal, honest, and dedicated members of IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been with his captors for the past, how many months now? I think it's about 8 months with them, right? So we hope that we can hold forth. I mean, hold forth enough before his release, and why we continue to encourage people to push. There are meetings expected in London on Tuesday. Okay, if you live in the UK and you have that spare time on Tuesday, you can show up right here at number 10 Downing Street. Also at the Kenya Embassy, I've been told. There are things being organized. There were those who are there in Switzerland at the, I think, United Nations office or so in Switzerland. So all this effort should be kept on. And at the same time, we should continue to preach peace. So important, at least now more than ever. Okay. So we look forward to that, by the way. And then, yeah. Thank you very much, Kalu Okbara. I've always wanted to talk about that, and I'm glad that you probably brought that up. So I hope that helps in a way. All right. So let us proceed. You have people who are already presenting themselves to run for the government of Nigeria, of presidency of Nigeria. The reason why some of us don't believe that the whole process is going to produce anything, credible to be called leadership in Nigeria. You see, some people think, or let me say it this way, it is a normal thing, okay, to, based on the information available to you, it is a normal thing to have choice or choices when it comes to political process, okay, based on the information available to you. And it is also a very normal thing to never want to be part of it and demand for a reform of that process before you can be part of it. In all of this, it's called rights, your right. In Nigeria, when you oppose any of these criminal organizations and the rest of them that call themselves political parties and all that, and political players as well, right? People easily turn that to, oh, you are enemy. No. It's what they told you, it's what they put in your head. You can support any of these guys that you want. Choose your own poison. Some people would rather not even want to choose any poison at all, because it's a matter of choice. It's all about choice. That sorry, one sec. It's all about sorry about that. Ebanga. Sorry, I don't know if you are new on my Egun's very political. Okay. So I move on when I want to. And I can also repeat myself for as long as I want until I'm satisfied that I've actually made my point. Do you understand? So it doesn't really go that smooth for some, but many knows why. Okay. I saw your comment and it's good. But however, yeah, you just watch. And when you are bored, you just vamos. Excuse yourself easily. Right? So you have that choice, so to say, and you also have that choice of saying, well, I'm not going to be part of it, like many of us have chosen. A system that you and I know that is rigged already. So when somebody asked Peter Obi to run, he gave a very simple and straightforward answer. I don't have money for Supreme Court. What does that tell you? It simply means it is not just by your election. You have all the chance in the whole world, right? To gather all your, to mobilize people, right? Get them voters card as they always claim. Or in fact, bribe the electoral officers as well as for them to write results for you and the rest, right? But no matter what you do, once the system, the rigged system decides where it's going to be, don't get too carried away with all this election, election bamboozle nonsense. Check the system that produces them, and then you will get to understand why many of us will never waste a single tiny time to encourage you to be part of it. But do you have the right to be part of it if you want to? Absolutely, yes. It's your choice. Oh, Tifnumbu. I was looking at the author and he said, I don't have money for court case. It's going to have to end up there. They will rig you out. You go to court, right? When you get to their court, and they rig you out there as well, you go to their Supreme Court. Since it's against the system, they rig you out there as well. If you dare go onto the streets and then bring out your voters to come and protest, there they will unleash their military against you. That's how it works. Check the system, the electoral system that is going to decide who. Number one, Nigerians generally, they know. Should I even say they know or they agree or accepted that you need a lot of money? And in fact, if you have the public record of being stupendously rich from stealing from the public, it doesn't really matter, right? You stand a chance. Yeah, you do. Or if they see your friends that are championing for you and they have money and they have the names, you also stand a chance. So in this case, there's a lot to put into it when you say, oh, I want to run for office, or how are the people are going to take me and the rest of that. So for the likes of Tifnumbu and Co., they have the money. What they don't have is the other things when it comes to when they get cheated. Where do you think they will go to? Court. Who owns the court? The people that are going to cheat them. How about you befriend the people that are going to cheat you, pledge everything and, give your loyalty and all that? It doesn't really matter whatever you have to offer. It doesn't really matter whatever they want. And then what you have to offer, the people you are probably talking to, it doesn't really matter. Just pledge. They'll give it to you. Now, you know why? It will likely be easier for a Yoruba criminal to become president of Nigeria with an arrangement with this northern jihadist little crook than any Igbo saint or criminal. Let me put it that way. Tifnumbu is sick. Is Buhari Pro Max. But he has the money and he has the weight to make you believe that he is going to be your next president. But right with him, he knows that those who will decide if he's going to be president or not are the Shetimas of this world. Remember in that audio, you listened to that phone conversation between Shetima and Amosun. Shetima said, look at what we are going to do. This, now that we have the power, APC, we are going to go into Northwest Alliance. We are going to be building or making drugs in northern Nigeria, and we're going to be dealing with Yorubas only. And the Igbos, they can go with their oil. And if you have also paid attention to what they have done to the oil in Niger Delta. In fact, when people said, sometimes, I would rather just go for, I'm a Yoruba man. I know Nigeria is messed up, is this or that. But if I have to really, choose, I would just vote for Tinubu, because no matter what, Tinubu will still be better than voting for an Awusa man or a Northerner or an Igbo man. I've heard people have said that to me. And if you have read the comments as well, you probably have come across people who have said that too. To them, Mayegun should give you reasons why Tifnumbu is a better, or a Yoruba man, well, you have Dele Momodu too, can be your better president in a rigged system. And I said, no, of course you won't expect me to do that. Let me give you examples of the reasons why, if you pay attention to the system, you will not waste your time engaging in validating it. You will spend most of your time educating the people to reject it, break it, smash it, completely, extinct it. Then decide what they want. It's not about who is your president, where he comes from. Obasanjo was president, so can all of you tell me how Yoruba land fared under Obasanjo for 8 years? Can you really tell me? Yaradua was president for 3 years. This where they can say maybe he's sick and all that. Can you tell me the impact of Yaradua economically in the life of an average northerner? Can you? Maybe not. Goodluck Jonathan became president. He spent 5 years and few months, right? He's from Otuoke in Bayelsa State, okay? Where for ages now, oil pollution, oil spillage, environmental degradation, water pollution, where, their rivers, fishes, and all those water creatures and all that are dead. Sea life dead in Niger Delta. Jonathan was president for 5 years. How far the people of Niger Delta? Buhari has been president for how many years now? 6 going to 7 years. How far with the life of the people of northern Nigeria, economically, security-wise, and then infrastructurally? Can you tell me how much has that done for them? And then they are telling you because Tifnumbu is going to come as a Yoruba man, you should fall head over heel and then tell your fellow Yoruba brothers and sisters that it is the best thing that will happen to the Yoruba people. And you are like, we are still in when? 1950. A miracle will happen. A sick man that spent over 3 months abroad fixing his own knee, it is the same knee that you will be using your own presidential jet to take abroad. I mean, come on. Why should you even hate anybody for that? Ask yourself. Eh? No real, when you look at your education sector, shamble. When you look at your infrastructures, shamble. Electricity, zero. Economy, doldrum. Mm? And you can feel all of this. And then you look at the characters that made this happen. You have Atiku, the man that provided over 6 billion for Buhari to become president. Then provided his own private jets. What was Atiku's job? The man that lived his life in the public office as well. A retired custom officer, corrupt as anything you can imagine. He later what? He became the vice president of Nigeria. He became the man in charge of selling the Nigerian government properties under Obasanjo. Made his friends rich, made himself rich. And when he and Obasanjo left power, Obasanjo went on to open a university. Atiku self go on and then went on to go and open a university while Nigerian universities are under lock and key. Now they are coming back. They have a very brilliant idea of how to fix your education. And some of you educated under that rugged and fraudulent system, you probably are now narrating and writing journals, or now some of us telling you it's a waste of time are just stupid people who don't understand politics for 4 years. I'm telling you, if I turn on my camera 1 million times, I can give you 1 million reasons why, it's a pure waste of time to be part of any of their fraud if you can't demand for a reform of that process. Demanding for the reform of that process include where you can indeed be able to actually vote and it will count. You see, some of us, right, can dislodge all this Tifnumbu and Co and the rest of them with a reformed electoral process. A reformed electoral process, and you know what I mean, where money doesn't decide who win the election. Yeah, there is poverty, a lot. A reform that says that nobody from Kano is going to decide how or who will become the gubernatorial wherever in Yoruba land. That kind of things can dislodge them. And the people who support the creation of Yoruba nation, the creation of a Biafra, they can actually gain power. But when you know a rigged system, don't even smell it. Don't get closer. Don't feel attracted to it. It is going to swallow you, shred you, and then spit you out like a piece of garbage. That's why some of us will never be part of it. However, we can see through. The system managed to, as everything is going on right now. I caught a video, right, of someone that also will never be president. And if you ask why now, why, they'll say it doesn't have any structure. But do you know what they call structure in Nigeria? Corruption. If you are a very, very corrupt individual who makes so much money, yeah, and you want to run for the highest office in Nigeria, since they will say, oh, you've not been convicted of anything at all, then you are a potential winner because you have structure, money, answer that. So even if you don't have that money, but you have the godfather they know, like they say the owners of Nigeria, then you stand a chance. So that is why they will say, do you want to be governor? Ah, I no get money. Do you get that now? Oh, do you want to be president? I say, oh man, I don't have, I need people who have the money. So that's what Nigeria is. That's what they call structure. So let me see if I still have the clip. You know, this guy was talking about what Nigeria should be, what kind of presidency you should have, a conversation that should attract or should be somehow attractive to young people. But you know, get structure.
Go and look around the world. It is not an accident that Africa, which has 70% of the world's strategic minerals, has only 1% of global manufacturing. It's not an accident. It is because the Western world and Asia understand the secret of the wealth of nations. And I gave you that secret. Property rights, innovation, capital. Economic complexity. How do you manufacture complex products with value added to them and export them? That is what creates wealth. So, all these our so-called natural resources that we claim we are blessed with, the real blessing goes to those we sell the raw materials to. And we have the curse. They have the blessing. That's why your cell phone, what is in this cell phone? This cell phone is a complex product made up of about several different raw materials, including zinc, coltan, all sorts of things. Some of them are found in Nigeria. But the people who are making money are the people who are manufacturing the cell phone and selling it back to you, you and your raw materials. Until we escape this trap, we will not prosper. Restructuring will help us escape it, because different regions will begin to manage their economies in a competitive manner. And when you see this region doing much better, you come under pressure in your own region. It happened in the 60s. Why is that? Why are those ones doing much better? Why are we? And then political accountability will kick in. So the political leaders in this region, if they're not delivering and another region is doing much better, their voters will kick them out. Straight. That's how progress will come. Instead, in this country, we're all struggling for who will control power in Abuja. I am running for president to reduce the powers of the president.
Makes sense? Of course. Oh, have you met Nigerians who have ideas on how Nigeria can work before? Oh, they will mesmerize you. Nigeria never lack people who have ideas. Ideas, kind of. But the most simplest of all those ideas, to bring all those ideas to bear, is when people ask for restructuring. Cut it down. Break it this. You know, break everything up. Break it in a way that let everybody do their own thing. Why is that so hard? It is so hard because the system you have in Nigeria is a Bambiala system. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. You have a system led by lazy-minded rogues whose life existence have always been around freebies. Buhari never worked in his life. Do you know that? Never in his life. It was the village master, village head, that recommended Buhari to go and join the military. He was so useless. They didn't send him to go and join the military to be productive. They said he was so useless in school that they were like, instead of being waste, like many of his peers like that, they sent them to the army. When they asked that, bring your primary six certificate, they said the guy not even reach anywhere. He no get the brain, give and gone and all of that. And there are many like that. So what did they do? Nigeria decided to train them. Some people who got the opportunity in Nigerian military, you know what they did? Some of them, They furthered their education. They sat for professional examinations. That is why, when in 1966, the first terrorist attack in Nigeria, revenge coup, July 1966, Boko Haram gang, when they took over Nigeria and forced everything together, right? They felt like Nigeria owed them. Boko Haram never worked in his life, ever. He believed that Nigeria owes him, and the same thing with Obasanjo. These were people who had that opportunity, and they felt like Nigeria owed them. Nigeria owed me. You know what we do for Nigeria? Meanwhile, that's what they did. And then they started rewarding themselves. Obasanjo even, Obasanjo went back to school later when he became civilian president. Buhari no pass any exam for the whole time he was in the military. You will see some military, they will say, Major General Mayegun, SSP, MSN, VIP, TPU, something. All those titles where I got from China training, with the one I got from Sandust in UK. All my titles, professional exams. They send Buhari to all those places. India, no pass. They just say, Mr. Muhammadu Buhari, Sergeant. When he now came back to overthrow a government as the second terrorist attack in Nigeria political space, Buhari planned the coup. And they took over government in 1983. 85 rather. Sorry. 84 December. Sorry. It was the second terrorist attack on the political, led by Boko Haram. And then it became Major General Boko Haram. That's what they did. All of them. They didn't win any war. They didn't fight any war for Nigeria. They did not. Nobody said Nigeria fought Cameroon and soldiers defended Nigeria territory. Nobody said Nigeria fought with Mali or Nigeria fought with Benin Republic, war with Ghana. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? No war. But these guys are general, Major General, Admiral General, General Commercial this and that. But it's only Buhari that no get professional title. You no get any professional exam that he passed. Useless people. So they have been feeding off the system since they were teenagers, feeding off the system, believing that the system hold them. Lazy leaders, lazy leadership eventually gave a lazy country where people now turn to prayer warriors. Oh yeah, did you get Badura? Close your eyes and pray. Heavenly Father, you that fought for the children of Israel when they were living in Egypt. Baba Oluwa Egypt, Israel in Egypt. That's something, a prayer. Somebody from Iragbiji, somebody from Ileoluji, or somebody from Oka is praying. Father, Lord, the way you move the people, calm down. That's what your leaders turned you into. Prayer warriors, secretary of heaven and hell, solicitors, and my spokespersons for Almighty God. And some of you are actually like a spokesperson for Satan, because you know the size of hellfire, you know the size, the temperature of the heat, you know the level, you know the stages, and all those things. That's what your leaders put in your head when the rest of the world. We have resources. Nigeria is so blessed with resources. Now, so because you are reading it online or you are seeing it out there that this thing will then make the book that they find out for Nigeria. Say, if to say Nigeria is a good place, we should be making good books. So, you see this comb, the material they use is made in China. But you see the material, they have it right there, Ikene Odogbolu, Ikene Shagamu Road. Now there it is. Say, if to see Nigeria is working now, this comb, we should be making it in Nigeria. Lazy leadership breeds lazy country. And some of you are about to do that again and again without any regrets. As Steve Numbu. You remember this guy?
This country is insecure. This country is getting bankrupt. And it's mainly because of corruption and incompetence.